Meanwhile, 467 miles away in the hills of West Virginia, Tommy and the Patriots practicing against Drew Brees and the Saints. So the Patriots' mum on any hearing information, but the Patriots did weigh in on the joint practice.
We've practiced against each other a lot. We've got a lot of, Patriots against Patriots. Now it's, good to, have another team on the other side of the ball where we can kind of rally as one team and compete against that team. This is certainly, I'd say, part of that process and a team building itself together.
Getting out there, seeing a different look, different defense. They obviously have different schemes than we have. So, it's nice. It's refreshing, really, to go out there and go against that look. And, both sides getting good work out of it. And, it's all positives.
It's good to get out here, get adjusted to new looks, see what it's all about, competing versus other players out on the practice field. So it's friendly competition out here, and both teams are definitely getting the most out of it.
So Mike Reese joins us from a great spa location at the Greenbrier in West Virginia, but unfortunately he's just there for work, where he covered the Pats joint practice today with the Saints. Mike, how is all the uncertainty surrounding Tom Brady impacting their on-field preparations?
Well, Lindsay, it's been significant in the respect that the Patriots have had 15 training camp practices, and Tom Brady has missed 2 of them because of obligations in court. And if you know Tom Brady, if there's one thing he doesn't like, it's to miss any practice time. But when he has been at practice, like he was earlier today, you wouldn't notice a difference. Tom Brady took 24 pass attempts in team drills compared to Jimmy Garoppolo's 18. So he's still getting the bulk of the work, and he looks good doing it. The highlight on Wednesday morning, a 10-yard touchdown pass to Danny Amendola in the back right-hand corner of the end zone. It was a tight window to throw the ball. Brady lofted it in there, and he was so excited after the touchdown throw that he went up to Amendola, put both of his hands on Amendola's helmet, and congratulated him. A reminder that he obviously likes being on the football field more than he likes being in the courtroom.
I would say so. So all systems go right now for Brady. Mike Reese, thank you for that report.
Time is here! The time is now! Physicality, that's what we are! Passion, emotion, that's what we got! We work, we press, we labor, and that's our time! Let's go seize this thing!
Brees calls for the football, throws a short pass, touchdown!
Brees, end zone for Colston!
What a beautiful throw.
I can find that juice. I've got it, it's there, and I'm gonna keep having fun and keep slinging it around.
Earlier in the show, we showed you the Patriots and Saints joint practice at the Greenbrier in West Virginia. If you didn't know, it's a resort. It's a spa known for relaxation, calmness, the opposite of what the Saints are hoping to portray on the football field. The teams are there because Sean Payton knew a guy. He hopes to know 53 guys who this season will make adjustments to make up for a disappointing season. Britt McHenry caught up with the Saints head coach.
There's a lot of talk around here I've heard about getting tougher, just sort of a mantra already I've heard with some of the players. And after a disappointing 7-9 season for this team that's had so much success, in what ways do you think you're achieving that?
Number one, I think there's a mental toughness that we're looking for, and that's kind of measured in small increments. Oftentimes it's not measured until you get in a game, and you have the discipline to avoid a penalty, or you have the discipline to come back when you're behind 14 points. So you're developing that while you're at camp. It's difficult when you go 7 or 8 years and all of a sudden there's a year you're not in the postseason. I know personally I don't want to experience that again, and I think our team and our coaches and our organization doesn't. But that's got to be corrected here in detail, and it takes a lot of work.
Everyone says there's no one tougher on Sean Payton than Sean Payton. So to not make the postseason, what was really resonating with you in those moves?
I think the first thing is, and we ask this of our team, and we certainly as teachers and coaches have to ask this of ourselves, we got to look right in the mirror as to how we can improve. All those little things, basically equal the end result of what you're trying to accomplish. And when we finish 7-9, and yeah, there's a game or two you could have won, and yet we really weren't a good football, and we weren't the type of team that was going to make a push or win enough games to make a run at a championship.
Drew Brees. What do you think? Because there is always talk, especially with him, and the age factor. Where is he at in his career cycle right now in this camp?
I would say right now, I'd say A's in outstanding shape. A year ago was the first time in our 9 years together where he had, maybe the second time, I know he had at one point during the season a few years back, he had an MCL sprain. Last year, he had an oblique, a stomach tear, if you will. And it's pretty difficult as a quarterback, you know, to be throwing. And so he needed rest. There were certain reps he missed last season in the preseason. He's 100% healthy. You know, he's a guy that takes great care of himself. And so you don't see age with players like that. You really don't. It's not until his kids come running up to him after practice and you're like, wow, you know, all of us are getting older. But you don't see it in his performance. He's had, I think, an outstanding offseason. And certainly for him, you know, he's is tough on himself as a critic, and he's a big part of what we do, not only just offensively, but as a team. And we've got a good core group of veteran players that I think, you know, will provide the leadership we need.
Simply put, Sean Payton has to get much more out of his defense if the Saints hope to qualify for the postseason. They fell from 4th to 31st last season. The one-loss record reflected that. The Saints have fielded a top 10 defense just twice under Payton, who arrived in 2006. And we bring you pictures as we move to baseball for a